A hearty welcome to the students of BA, BSc, BCom second year. So I am R. Sucharita, Government Degree College, Khairatabad, Hyderabad, Department of English. So today we are going to learn about grammar, reported speech. Grammar, reported speech. So this reported speech you have been learning from your schooling. You have learnt in your school, your intermediate and degree first year too. So I hope it would be easy for you. So listen carefully. So look at the following exchange. Maria said, where are you going? Jamil said, I'm going home. Now you want to tell someone else what Maria and Jamil said to each other. So once again I'm going to read. Maria said, where are you going? Jamil said, I'm going home. Now there are two ways of reporting what someone has said. So you can simply repeat the speaker's exact words. When you repeat the speaker's exact words, they are called as direct speech. Okay, so the first one is direct speech. So Maria said, when are you going home? Jamil said, I'm going home tomorrow. Now the second pattern is, or you can report by paraphrasing the speaker's words. So one is direct speech, and you can report by paraphrasing the speaker's words is the second method of doing it. So the first is direct speech and the second one is indirect speech. So you can report in this way too. Maria asked Jamil when he was going home is the indirect speech. Then Jamil replied that he was going home the next day. This too is indirect speech. So there are two methods. The first one is direct speaking or repeating the speaker's exact words is called as direct speech, and the next one is indirect speech. Note the differences between direct and indirect speech in the above example. What is direct speech? So we repeat the speaker's actual words without making any grammatical changes. In writing, we use quotation marks. For what? To show direct speech. So you have to remember that the direct speech is always quoted with quotation marks. So the speaker's actual words are repeated without making any grammatical changes is called as direct speech, and the other name for this is quoted speech. You can also call it as quoted speech. Now we are going to learn what is indirect. I hope you have learnt about you have understood about direct speech. Then indirect speech. We report the speaker's words without using quotation marks. In indirect speech, also known as reported speech, we report what someone has said using an introductory reporting verb, asked, replied, etc., and a reported clause. In reported speech, the actual words of the original speaker are usually changed. So notice the changes in pronouns you, he, and I, time and place indicators, that is tomorrow is the next day, and the tenses are going, was going, are going as, was going, am going as, was going. So, in indirect speech, we report the speaker's words without using quotation marks. Only in direct speech you use quotation marks. This you have to remember. And in indirect speech you don't use quotation marks. So this indirect speech is also known as reported speech. The other name for indirect speech is only called as reported speech. We report that someone has said using an introductory reporting verb. Now, asked, replied, etc. And a reported clause. So, in reported speech, the actual words of the original speaker, they are usually changed. That is why we don't put quotation marks or inverted commas. Okay. So, notice the changes in pronouns. You is he and I is he. And I told you time and place indicators. Tomorrow, the next day. Then tenses are going is was going. Am going is was going. Now changing from direct to a reported speech. When we change from direct speech to reported speech, we make the following changes. So the first one is pronouns. We often have to change the pronouns. So what are these pronouns? I, me, my, we, our, us, this, these, etc. In direct speech, he, she, him, her, his, they, their, their, them, that, those, etc. in reported speech. Now, for example, Shanti. So, these are in quotation marks. So, Shanti. I work in your office. So, if it is changed into reported speech, then how do you say Shanti and I work in your office? So, when it is reported or indirect speech, it is written like this. Shanti said that she worked in my office. That is the way how you write reported speech. Then the next example. He said to his wife, I'll see you later. I'll see you later is in quotation marks. So when you change it into reported, he told his wife he would see her later. So this is the way how you do. Then we'll see time and place markers. Depending upon the situation, we may need to change the words indicating time and place. So we are coming here just now. We are coming here just now is direct speech, which is in quotation marks. Now, when you change it, he said they were coming there just then. Just now has become just then. This is the way how you change. Now, the following list shows how the markers change when changed from direct to reported speech. Now, here is a slide. You can also see on your text in your textbook on page number 96 the time and place markers. So, depending upon the situation, we may need to change the words indicating time and place. So, we are coming here just now. We have seen this. Okay. So, he said they were coming there just then. Now, we are going to see the table of direct indirect. So here is direct, and when you want to change into indirect, it is there. Then today, that day, tomorrow, the next day, yesterday, the day before, next week, the following month, next, the following, in 1 hour, 1 hour later, in 2 days, 2 days later, now, then, this morning, that morning, this afternoon, that afternoon, tonight, that evening, or that night, last week, the previous week, last, the previous, ago, before, 2 days ago, 2 days before. So this is the table. So if it is in direct, you can change it into indirect as shown in the slide. So here becomes there, then today becomes that day in indirect speech. Today becomes the next day. Yesterday becomes the day before. Next week becomes the following month. Next, the following. In 1 hour, you can say 1 hour later. In 2 days, it is 2 days later. Then now, in indirect, you can say then. Then this morning, direct. That morning, indirect. This afternoon, direct. That afternoon, indirect. Tonight is direct. That evening or that night is indirect. Last week is direct speech, and the previous week is indirect speech. Last, the previous is the reported speech. Then ago, direct. Before is indirect. 2 days ago is direct speech. 2 days before is indirect speech. Hope you have understood very well. So note that sometimes the perspective may not change. For instance, if we report a conversation on the same day or at the same place where it originally occurred, then we retain the time and place markers used in the direct speech. Now I'm going to tell you the example how. So he said, I will come here. He said he will come here today. So in direct speech, he said, I will come here. Very simple. But when you change it into reported, he said he will come here today. So instead of he said he would come there the next day, you can do it like this. Instead of that long sentence, he said he will come here today. Now we are going to see the tenses. Already from your schooling, you are learning the present tense, past tense, and future tense. And again, they are divided into 4 different tenses. That is, if it is present tense, simple present, present continuous, present perfect, continuous. Then if it is past tense, simple past, then past continuous, past perfect, continuous. In the same way, future tense also. All these 4 divisions right from your school you are learning. So present tense is the one which is happening at this right moment is called as present tense. Then past tense means that action which is completely done. Past, finished, we say. And then future tense is that which is going to come is called as future tense. So all these you have learned. So when we report what someone said in the past, we often use past tense in indirect speech. So you have to remember that the past tense, it is always used in indirect speech. If the reporting verb said, told is in the past, then present tense becomes past tense in the reporting clause. Now, for example, he said, I don't know anybody. This is the direct speech. It is given in quotations. I don't know anybody. So, when it is changed, it becomes, he said he didn't know anybody. That's all. So, but if the reporting verb is in the present, then there is no change of tense in the reporting clause. He says, I work here. Or she says, I work here. She says, she works here. That is the way. She says, she. Very simple when you change it. So here is a chart of the tense changes when we report in indirect reported speech. You can see on the slide. So see here on the slide. So I'm thirsty. He said he was thirsty. So I am thirsty is simple present. He said he was thirsty is simple past. In the same way, I am going abroad. I am going present continuous tense. Always this present continuous tense is also called as ing tense, ing. I am going abroad. Then he said he was going abroad is past continuous. Then I have given it is present perfect. Then he said he had given it is past perfect. So perfect tense means when it is just done. You use had. Then I came out is simple past. Then she said she had come is past perfect. I was running is past continuous. Then she said she had been running is past perfect continuous. I had seen him is past perfect. She said she had seen him is no change. Okay. So I will eat is simple future. She said she would eat is future. I will be studying future continuous. She said she would be studying is future continuous. I will have gone. Future perfect. She said she would have gone. Future perfect. So now reporting verbs. He asked me why I had missed my test. She said that she was changing her job. They told me to come back after 10 days. So in the above sentences, asked, said, then told. She asked me, asked. And then she said that, said. They told me, told. So asked, said, told. All these are called as reporting verbs. There are several other reporting verbs we can use instead of say or tell. We can use many verbs to report what someone said, such as offer, promise, recommend, suggest, advise, inquire, explain, etc., depending on whether the sentence is a statement, question, a request, command, etc. So, say or tell. Say and tell are the most common reporting verbs. They both mean the same, but there is an important grammatical difference in the way they are used. With tell, we need the object noun or pronoun. Example, boy, Rani, me, us, them, etc. So they are tell plus someone plus a reported statement. So she told me that she was extremely tired. I told my friend that I had seen the play. So, which say we should not use the object unless it is followed by to. So, say in the bracket that plus reported statement. So, say plus to plus someone. That plus reported statement. So, she said that she was extremely tired. She said to me that she was extremely tired. I said that I had seen the play. I said to my friend that I had seen the play. Here are some more examples of reporting verbs that can be used in reported statements. So, I will email you every week is the direct. He promised to email me every week, reported. You need an H1 visa to work in the US, direct. He explained that I needed an H1 visa to work in the US, reported. Why don't we play chess, direct? She suggested that we play chess, reported. The music is too loud, I can't study, direct. She complained that the music was too loud and that she could not study, reported speech. So let me carry the books for you, direct speech. He offered to carry the books for me, indirect or reported speech. Now we are going to see reported questions. What are these? Reported questions. So when we report a question, we make the same changes, that is pronoun, tense, place, time, marker, all these. So as we do for reported statements, there are some more changes in reported questions. We use reporting verbs such as ask, wonder, inquire, want to know. How is your sister? Is the direct speech. So, when you change it into a reported speech, she asked me how my sister was. Then we use the same word order as that for a statement. What are you doing? Or what are you reading? Is the direct. They wanted to know what I was reading. We do not use do, does, did or a question mark. So, where do you stay? That is direct. She inquired where I stayed. There's no question mark. Okay. So, in WH questions, you use the same question word what, why, how, why. Why are you crying? Is the direct one, direct speech. Her sister asked her why she was crying. Full stop. No question mark. If yes, no questions, we use if or whether. If they are yes, no questions, then use if oblique whether. If or whether. Did you come yesterday? Is the direct speech. I asked her if she had come the day before. So we have used if. If she had come the day before. Then we have some reporting requests orders. As with reported statements, when we report requests, commands, orders, advice, we change pronouns and time, place markers. We use reporting verbs such as ask, order, request, advice. Please exercise regularly. So this is a request. Please is a request. Please exercise regularly is the direct speech. He advised me to exercise regularly is the indirect speech or reported speech. Then we do not change the tense. Finish your homework is the direct speech. So we have learned that here we have requests, commands, orders, advice. Okay. So finish your homework. Dad ordered me to finish my homework. So ordered is what? A reporting order. Okay, reported speech. Dad ordered me to finish my homework. Now we are going to see the exercises. Exercise number 1. Exercise number 1 you can see on page number 99 in your textbook. So fill in the blanks with say, said, tell, told. Only with these 4 you have to fill in the blanks. Say, said, tell, told. She dashed them. She wanted to resign is the first blank. She dashed them. That means she told them. She told them she wanted to resign. So told is the right answer. The principal dashed us to participate in intercollegiate sports competitions. The principal told is the answer. The principal told us to participate in intercollegiate sports competitions. Then the third blank. You don't need to dash us that. You don't need to tell us that. Tell is the right answer. Then he didn't dash a word. He didn't say a word. Say is the right answer. I remember every word you dash yesterday. I remember every word you said yesterday. Then, why didn't you dash her that in the morning? Why didn't you say her that in the morning? Then the next one, my friend dash that he had completed his project report. My friend said that he had completed his project report. Then the eighth one, sorry. So she called me last night and dash, don't worry, I will manage on my own. She called me last night and said, don't worry, I will manage on my own. Then the next one, the girl dash that she could speak Japanese fluently. The girl said that she could speak Japanese fluently. Then the 10th one, she had already seen the film. She said she had already seen the film. So the first one, she told them she wanted to resign. The principal told us to participate in intercollegiate sports competitions. You don't need to tell us that. He didn't say a word. I remember every word. I remember every word you said. You said yesterday. Why didn't you tell her? Why didn't you tell her that in the morning? Then my friend said that he had completed his project report. She called me last night and said, "Don't worry, I will manage on my own." The girl said that she could speak Japanese fluently. She said she had already seen the film. Now we are going to see the second exercise. So the traffic police said I couldn't park my two-wheeler there. So we have to correct the following sentences. So the traffic police said I couldn't park my two-wheeler there. So how do you correct the sentence? The traffic police said to me that The traffic police said to me that I couldn't park my two-wheeler there. Then the next one, he told he was Aishwarya's husband. So how do you rectify or correct and write? He said he was Aishwarya's husband is the right answer. He said he was Aishwarya's husband. Then the next one, he says he was sure that justice will be done. So he said that he was sure that justice would be done. So instead of he says, you have to change it as he said that. He was sure that justice, instead of will, write down would be done. Then the fourth one, the doctor advised me take bed rest and eat nutritious food. So the correct answer is the doctor advised me to take. The preposition to is missing there. To take bed rest and to eat nutritious food. So add to at both the places. The doctor advised me to take bed rest and to eat nutritious food. They wanted to know what was my name. They wanted to know what my name was. Excuse me. They wanted to know what my name was. He asked me to come back. He told me to come back tomorrow. So the right answer is he asked me to come back the following day. Then she said she was asked to come here. The right answer is she said that she had been asked to go there. I wondered whether he can help me. I wondered whether he could help me. Then my cousin said him that he should go out. My cousin told him that he should go out. The 10th one, he said he had bought the bicycle 10 years ago. So the right answer is he said he bought the bicycle 10 years before. ago becomes before. So once again, I'm going to tell you the right answers. The first one is the traffic police said to me that I couldn't park my two-wheeler there. He said he was Aishwarya's husband. Then the third one, he said that he was sure that justice would be done. Fourth one, the doctor advised me to take bed rest and to eat nutritious food. Then the fifth one, they wanted to know what my name was. Then the sixth one, he asked me to come back the following day. Then the seventh one, she said that she had been asked to go there. Then the eighth one, I wondered whether he could help me. Then the ninth one, my cousin told him that he should go out. And the tenth one, he said he had bought the bicycle 10 years before. Now we are going to see the third exercise. Change the following sentences from direct to reported speech. Pay attention to pronouns, tenses, and time, place markers. Use suitable reporting verbs. So, they said dogs are fun to play with. They are in quotation marks. So, we have to change them to reported speech. So they said that dogs were fun to play with. Sorry. They said dogs are fun to play with. They said that dogs were fun to play with. She said, do you live near the school? She asked me if I lived near the school. Then the next one, you can see here on this slide. The guest said, I don't like sugar in my coffee. The guest said that he didn't or wouldn't like sugar in his coffee. The guest said that he wouldn't like sugar in his coffee. Elisa said to me, how old are you? Elisa asked me how old I was. Then the next one. She said to him, when will you be back in your office? She asked him when he would be back in his office. Then the next one. The boss said to the secretary, don't forget to order A3 size paper. The boss instructed the secretary not to forget to order A3 size paper. My friend said to me, I am meeting my project head tomorrow. My friend told me that he was meeting his project head the following day. Is the answer. Then the eighth one. They said, we are planning to visit you next week. They told me that they had been planning to visit me the following week. Then the next one. He said, please help me lift these bags. He politely requested me to help him lift those bags. The watchman said to us, don't play cricket in the garden. The watchman asked us not to play cricket in the garden. So these are the answers. Once again, I'm going to tell you. So, they said that dogs were fun to play with. She asked me if I lived near the school. The guest said that he didn't like sugar in his coffee or wouldn't like sugar in his coffee. Elisa asked me how old I was. She asked him when he would be back in his office. The boss instructed the secretary not to forget to order A3 size paper. My friend told me that he was meeting his project head the following day. They told me that they had been planning to visit me the following week. He politely requested me to help him lift those bags. The watchman asked us not to play cricket in the garden. Now, see exercise number 4. So, exercise number 4. So, now we are going to see exercise number 4. Read this interview with the Indian Idol winner. Interviewer. There are two exchanges. One is the interviewer and the other one is winner. So interviewer says, congratulations on winning the Indian Idol title. How do you feel? How long have you been singing? Winner, thank you. I feel elated. I started singing when I was 5. Interviewer, what is the secret of your success? Winner, hard work and more hard work. I'm here today because of my hard work and perseverance. Interviewer, how was it receiving the trophy from India's most popular cricketer? Winner, it was a dream come true to receive the trophy from my cricket idol. Interviewer, how did it feel to perform in front of other celebrities? Winner, amazing. All of them complimented me on my singing. Interviewer, what are your plans for the future? Winner, this is just the beginning. I wish to achieve a lot more. Interviewer, any message for young people? Winner, work hard, stay focused, and aim to excel in the field you choose. Success is bound to chase you. Now, report the interview in indirect speech. Now we have to report the interview in indirect speech. Pay attention to the tense, pronoun, and time, place markers. Use different reporting verbs wherever possible. So the interviewer congratulated the winner and asked him how he felt. The interviewer also asked him how long he had been singing. So the winner thanked the interviewer and replied that. So in the blank you have to write. So what will you write? The winner thanked the interviewer and replied that. See here, you can see. And replied that he felt elated. He added that he had started singing when he was 5. This is the way how you fill in the blank. And the next one is, next the interviewer asked him. So you can see asked him. The interviewer asked him and there's a blank. Next, the interviewer asked him what the secret of his success was. Then the next one, the winner and a blank you can see. So you have to write, the winner emphasized it was hard work and more hard work. He continued that he was there that day because of his hard work and perseverance. Then the next one, then the interviewer inquired how. Then the interviewer, he You have to write. Then the interviewer inquired how it had been receiving the trophy from India's most popular cricketer. Then the sixth one, the winner asserted the winner, and a blank is given. Here you can see the winner. The winner. The winner exclaimed, the winner asserted that it had been a dream come true to receive the trophy from his cricket idol. Then the seventh one, we can see here, the interviewer. The interviewer wanted to know how it had felt to perform in front of other celebrities. Then the eighth one, the winner exclaimed, you have to write down. The winner exclaimed that it was amazing. He further claimed that all of them had complimented him on his singing. Then the ninth one, the interviewer queried what my plans were for the future. Then the 10th one, the winner the winner declared that it was just the beginning. The winner declared that it was just the beginning. He added that he wished to achieve a lot more. Then the 11th one, finally, the interviewer asked if he would give any message for young people. Then the 12th one, and the winner advised young people to work hard, to stay focused, and to aim to excel in the field they chose. He added that success was bound to chase them. Then you have exercise number 5 here. So ask questions and write a report as directed. Think of 10 questions to ask a friend, classmate, cousin, roommate, teacher, leader, etc. Ask questions and get answers from them. Then write a report of the interview using reported speech. Use a separate sentence to report each question and answer. Bear in mind the use of pronouns, tenses, place and time markers, and suitable reporting verbs while changing the sentences to reported speech. So questions, what are you studying? Answer is, I'm studying fine arts. What is your favorite color? I like black. So a written report using reported speech. Shalu asked his friend Sam what he was studying. Sam replied that he was studying fine arts. Then Shalu asked him what his favorite color was. Sam said he liked black. So this is the way how you do a reported speech. So reported speech is nothing but you have learned that it is indirect speech. So with this we complete grammar reported speech. Thank you.